It was a back and forth battle. Alabama started putting themselves up, and Arkansas just couldn't quite get the stops they needed to fully catch up. I mean, they fell down, 31-14. It would score. Alabama would score. And then they cut it to 34-28 on that beautiful fake field goal. Beautiful. That's the call of the year in a lot of coaching circles. And their defense just couldn't get stops. Jameson Williams, 40 yards. They came down, got another touchdown, but just weren't able to convert the onside. And, Alabama wins. Alabama beats Arkansas for the umpteenth year in a row. And unfortunately for Arkansas, Alabama is going to be bringing everybody back next year. Hey, touchdown, Missouri. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt too when I was watching the game. Never did really feel like Alabama was in immediate danger, just because you knew that if need be, they could score at any point they wanted. They had a great game plan. Jameson Williams was just burning people. Could you imagine if that guy was still at Ohio State? Holy cow, that core. Anyway, he's incredible. Mechie had a really nice game. Brian Robinson had a really nice game on his senior day. He was consistently churning out 4 yards, making it easy for Bryce Young, easy for the play action game. Just an all-around great game from the Alabama offensive perspective, except for one issue. And the reason it still was a game going into the fourth quarter. I got to pull up a tweet because I saved it to my bookmarks. No, not Twitter Blue. People don't need to pay me to catch my tweets. You can see them at PsychoZ50. At one point, Alabama had 3 points and 3 college football nerds, 3 red zone trips, 3 points for Alabama. That's got to be cleaned up. Yeah, the one drive where it took like 3 times to get into the end zone was really goofy. That's a big comment. Can't see my face. It was really goofy. But every fan base is going to feel that way after games. But no, there's certainly some calls seem slanted in Bama's favor, and some calls that slanted in Arkansas's favor. Just one of those things. Missouri's going for the 2-point. I'm going to watch this. They got it. Holy cow. Sorry, that was fun for me. Fire Bill O'Brien. Last of the finest, if you could explain a little bit more in detail why you want Bill O'Brien fired. I thought he had an okay plan today. Let me pull up a tweet about, you had 670-something total yards. You guys are going to have to forgive me. Yeah, the SEC West, it's a little bit of a down year in the SEC, and I don't think any of us are going to deny that. Good job, Tigers. That was an ugly game. Dan Mullen, bye-bye. Yeah, it was a down year, and we'll see what Texas A&M is doing down the road. And Ole Miss without Matt Corral. See what happens with Lane Kiffin. But, yeah, they're definitely down that road. Now they're going to need to pick up recruiting if they want to compete consistently with Alabama. We saw them go against Georgia this year and just get whipped. But yeah, I do think Arkansas is in a really good spot moving forward, and they're going to be really competitive. Like I said earlier, 0 conference wins in 2018 and 2019, 0 to 8-4 this year. And they're going to, if they beat Mizzou, they should beat Mizzou, but they're close, man. They're getting there. So he's a heck of a coach. Arkansas, they're on their way. KJ Jefferson's a very good quarterback. They need to find something after Traylon Burks leaves, but KJ Jefferson, we saw him play a little bit last year. And Pittman's a good coach. He just is. He's not afraid to make, he seems like a real old school kind of guy, but he made good hires in Barry Odom and Kendall Briles. He seems like a guy that's very analytically sound, like going for that field goal, and he takes risks. And that's what I would want out of head coach at Arkansas, because you're not going to win games playing conservative. And he doesn't. He doesn't play conservative.